Hey, you two. How are you? This is Aaron. I just hope your weekend went well. Mine was very eventful, and it was great. Just a good chance, opportunity to unwind and chill out. Um, so I just I actually we had an I had an opportunity to talk to my daughter about a couple of things. And one thing we had discussed was this whole thing of all the problems that are facing this world right now. It's so weird, because um, yes, things are tough, and it just seems like so many of us just feel more overwhelmed in anything. Excuse me. It's a long weekend, long day. Um, but you know, this is one thing that I even found myself is that, you know, um, it kind of separates most business owners from others is that um, when we are faced with a difficult choice, most of us are going to just start, you know, where others that are not business owners or people like that, they just be overwhelmed and so overwhelmed that instead of them just starting and seeing what happens, they just quit. And it seems like that's the mindset that so many of us is going through right now. It's just a matter of, man, things are just going so wrong. So why don't I just quit? This whole thing. I mean, my goodness. In my area alone, there's been one, two, three. There's been about five shootings in the last like 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? And not even including this. There was another shooting, um, then in Philadelphia, and I think in Tulsa or somewhere like that. So they just keep coming, and to the point where you just say, you know what? I mean, it's what it is, and you just keep moving. But you know, you cannot do that because we are on. It's kind of like when you lose your job. Do you just say, you know what? Uh, I lost my job and that's it. No, you go apply and you increase your skills. You go to school. You do whatever necessary in order to to get a job. So something as important as humanity, why would we just do that? Have that type of lazy attitude? For instance, um, and this is so crazy because I was in another town. We were doing a job, and oh my goodness, I opened up the water, and guess what? The water smelled like I don't know what the hell it smelled like. Some boiling eggs. Somebody, passed gas or whatever. I mean, it just smelled awful. And uh, uh, and then another town I went to, it smelled awful outside. And honestly, everywhere I went, it seemed like there was some kind of mentally disabled or physically, um, uh, they were deformed. And it's not a. I didn't see I saw a big correlation because where I am, you don't. I don't see as many people like that. But I kind of, go and I'm like, okay, well, if they're not worried about it, then I'm not. You know what I mean? Or if they don't care their water smells like shit, why should I care? But the reason why that we need to care is the fact that all connected, right? Like if their shit is all messed up and they're dumping their water and everything else, eventually that shit's coming to us. You know what I'm saying? It's coming to us. Or like they're saying all these, the the plastic water bottles and stuff that we're using going out to the ocean. We don't care. We don't see it, right? But eventually, it's coming to us because there's no more, the fish are dying and this is going on that. So but there's so many small things that we can do. For example, just that. If you bring instead of water, drinking a plastic bottle all the time, bring your own bottle, and refill it. You know, uh, so many things. Instead of maybe taking that ride to the store, take a walk. You know, these things, tiny things, is something that we need to start with. You know what I mean? Instead of always buying new clothes, kind of hang out with your shit for a little while, your own clothes. You know what I mean? You don't need to always have the newest fashions all the time. You know, we just have to be mindful and understand that this, yeah, is the world gonna come to end while you're still alive? No. But if you want your grandkids to experience a decent life, honestly, past generations stuff was better than this. It's hot as shit all the time. Low, like we don't get a lot of snow anymore. The pandemics, so we're seeing it, and we need to do better. That's it. I'm not trying to be preachy or anything like that. It's just a matter of, we just need to step our games up a little bit more. Thank you. What do y'all think?